Greetings world. We are anonymous around the world. And the AEGIS Alliance. Our attack on State Attorney Stephen B. Russell of the 20th Circuit Courts continues. We have recently pinpointed a large drug cartel operation coming into the United States at the Rincon Bar in Fort Myers, Florida, at the 3900 block of Palm Beach Boulevard. Miriam Pachko runs this operation, who swindled a hotel out of Enzo Vincenzi many years ago with the help of his attorney Thomas Heidkamp. Thomas Heidkamp was arrested by Fort Myers police on July 4, 2016. The charges were for driving without a license, drug paraphernalia and possession of cocaine. The state attorney Stephen B. Russell did not file charges on Heidkamp. His attorney on the case was David Briner. David Briner was arrested for brutally beating his wife, urinating, and duct taping her in September of 2016, as reported by the news press in Fort Myers and several other media sources. The Fort Myers news press however failed to report the cocaine charges he also received after beating his wife and having a gun. One might question as to how in fact the Florida bar would allow him to even practice until these criminal charges are resolved. Briner was arrested again for violation of pretrial release alleging his GPS monitoring system came unplugged in the middle of the night. These devices stay charged for 24 hours with only 2 hours of charging. We believe this was an attempt to speak to his wife to coerce and influence her to back down from pursuing criminal actions against him. Briner has been charged for a few different violent activities over the years. The drug dealers pay off the attorneys and here in turn pay off the judges. It seems that Thomas Heidkamp was treated in a royal form by the state attorney Stephen B. Russell, by not filing on him for his dirty deals with the 20th Circuit Courts. NFL superstar Sammy Watkins of the Buffalo Bills, also from Fort Myers, Florida, has a stepbrother, Jerry McMiller. Jerry was involved in an alleged RICO arrest for allegedly being in the described gang called the Lake Boys, by the Fort Myers Police Department on January 23, 2017. This arrest was a ploy, and a manipulating move by State Attorney Stephen B. Russell due to knowing he is, and has been under federal investigation for racketeering himself. The Florida statute or RICO 895.03 would not even begin to cover all the crimes committed by his circuit courts. NFL superstar Deion Sanders was from Fort Myers with family still in the area, as well as the freak Javon Kearse, playing defensive end. NFL superstar cornerback formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles, Oakland Raiders, and now the Miami Dolphins, was arrested by Fort Myers police illegally in February of 2015. Former police chief Doug Baker was fired by the city due to attempting to cover up this illegal arrest on Nate Allen. The alleged crime to be accused of was despicable, and proven conspiracy. All the above professional athletes will attest to targeting by the law enforcement in Lee County, Florida and surrounding areas, with no help from the judiciary for the young men and women of color to get ahead in life. Attorney Donald Day is representing David Briner at this time. David Briner is court-appointed counsel to an alleged Lake Boys member, who attempted to remove Briner from his case and was not allowed to do so by Judge Bruce Kyle. Sammy Watkins' stepbrother Jerry McMiller's attorney is also Donald Day of Naples, Florida. This would be another proven conspiracy by the state attorney's office. Nate Allen's attorney Sawyer Smith, of the Wilbur Smith's long-standing firm, alleged on the record of Brady violations by the state attorney's office. This is withholding evidence and prosecutorial misconduct. State Attorney Stephen B. Russell is highly aware, as are the city officials of Fort Myers, Florida, that there is a federal investigation taking place at this time, and was prior to the Lake Boys' arrest. Officers involved were accused of tipping off drug dealers, therefore clearly planting evidence, and taking payoffs to look the other way. The information has not all been released at this time. The free report was not completed until February 22, 2017. This report, signed by former federal judges and FBI agents, incriminates drug cartel movement into the area. This epidemic of heroin and cocaine running rapid throughout the United States is helped by government officials in high power. The economical situations the minorities in this area and parts of the United States is intentionally generated to create crime, keep people in poverty, and enrich the wealthy as they prey upon the weak. The Hexney child molesting cult was exposed by Patrick Farrell of Cape Coral, Florida. ISKCON, who he helped bankrupt, had sued him for $1.4 billion and was taxed $25 million. They have ties to the toll law group in Cape Coral, Florida, where in fact Thomas Heidkamp also practiced law. Former Assistant State Attorney Sherry Polster of the 20th Circuit Courts was appointed a federal judge of the Middle District Courts of Florida to help cover up these criminal actions for the state of Florida. State Attorney Stephen B. Russell's prosecution of the Lake Boys is an illegal move. We do not, however, condone some of these actions of sales of drugs, gun violence and alleged robberies. We do not condone the actions of the NAACP, but they will also agree to these factual situations and RICO charges are out of line. We will, however, make our government abide by the same rules the citizens of the United States are to abide by, that is the Constitution of the United States of America, in which we the people will remind you that Southwest Florida is part of. These criminal moves have been presented with acknowledgement of President Donald J. Trump, multiple FBI. Sources, Homeland Security, and the Department of Justice. This satanic simulation will no longer be tolerated by we the people. Anonymous around the world is one with the Legion. And the AEGIS Alliance has anonymous allies. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.